What have we got there, Mark?
These are the new Ping G410 irons, James.
Oh, okay. They look pretty cool. Let's have a look at those. Very nice. Shall we do it?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Mark has hit the ball that hard with the Ping G410, he has cracked in half the golf ball we're using. So, the Ping G410 irons. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and this is Mark Spriggs.
Hello.
Mark is our mid-handicap tester and today we have probably the best irons for mid-handicappers on the market of 2019, possibly.
Possibly.
That was a mouthful, wasn't it? If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, where have you been? And second of all, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Mark, what do you think to the look of these Ping G410?
Well, they look very nice. Obviously, great finish, brand new irons, so that's always nice. Face of the clubs looks quite nice, large and inviting sort of thing.
Interesting you should say that. So they're quite large, quite inviting. They are a game improver club, which can mean a number of things.
It can.
But for me, so I've just tested these myself this morning, and I think they actually look quite sleek or quite small compared to maybe clubs of the past.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me just show you this. If we compare it, the Ping G400 iron, okay? So we compare that with the G410.
Yes, it does.
And it does look a lot sleeker, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've got a shorter blade length in the G410. We've actually got a nicer kind of chrome colour. And I'd say the G410 actually looks way better than the G400.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It does, yes. Game improvement kind of iron. It's got much more of a dynamic look and feel to it.
Yeah, and I much prefer the colour scheme as well. And I know that can sound absolutely ridiculous, but black, red and chrome as opposed to the kind of satin and orange, I suppose it was.
Kind of thing, yes. Yeah. It looks nicer to have in your hand.
Yeah.
And that should give you a bit more confidence, potentially.
So we've got pitching wedge, we have 7 iron, we have 5 iron. Mark's going to hit us a load of shots with each. We're going to look at the numbers, we're going to talk tech. And we're going to film it.
So it feels quite firm in the hand, quite sort of solid, solid club.
You're a big fan of weight, aren't you? You notice weight in golf clubs more than anything.
I do notice weight, yeah.
Heavy, light?
It's perhaps just slightly heavy. But not so much that it would worry me, concern me.
Nice swing, Mark. Very good.
She's gone very high, hasn't she?
Yeah. Standard distance for yourself with a pitching wedge, Mark? What would it be?
125.
Yeah.
130. Okay.
So the clubs we have here as well. Pitching wedge, loft. What do you think? What would you guess at?
46.
44.5 loft. So quite strong.
Right,
but then the 7 iron. What would you guess? So going on the 44.5 for...
Well, similar, you must be around about 31, 32?
30.
30?
Yeah. Not the strongest we've tested. We've tested a 29, haven't we? In
yes.
Was that the P790 29?
Wow, right, okay.
5 irons 23.5, so quite strong.
Yes.
That's a lovely swing.
So what's noticeable for me there is that whilst it's a stronger loft, I'm getting an awful lot of a very high spin from it. And I'm not getting particularly any more distance than I would have expected for my sort of wedge.
See, they're good swings, aren't they?
Good swings, yeah.
Let me talk you through a little bit of the tech that's involved in these clubs, Mark. So, you see we have the weighting here. Yeah. So this is a tungsten weighting in the toe, and we also have tungsten weighting in the heel. Right. So that is designed for a lot more stability if you have an off-centre hit. Yeah. So the face won't kind of twist as much. Okay. So 2 more with the pitching wedge, Mark.
Okay.
That's a good hit. That's a really good hit.
I mean, the obvious thing is that whilst it's a reasonable weight, my big issue is there's not a lot of feedback.
Yes.
Though, yeah.
Yeah. How does it? So it feels. How I don't want to put words in your mouth, but does it feel soft, hard?
It feels hard off the face, and
a lot of that's the sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just dead coming up through the hands, sort of thing. So I know I've struck the ball, but I've no idea.
Yeah.
How nicely I've struck it. It's just banged through.
Yeah. Perfect.
There we go.
Let's go 7. So just before we move up the set mark, 7 iron, 5 iron, we also have core eye technology in here, okay?
Right.
Which basically means the face is going to be more flexible, and that works together with the top rail undercut again to provide more flex faceability, more ball speed, more distance. More distance? Anyone want more distance? Do you want more distance? Do you want more distance?
I don't want more distance.
No?
No.
Okay.
I want control.
Control? Okay.
That's the key for me.
Well, more distance.
Control, feel, more distance.
More distance.
Let's give it a go and see what happens. That's a bit slappy.
How have they felt so far, Mark, in terms of forgiveness? I suppose it's not a feel thing, that is it? That's more of a how are they doing for forgiveness for you?
Yes, I suppose on the forgiveness front, I mean, I didn't hit that well.
Yeah.
At all, but it's gone straight. It's gone 160.
Yeah.
So you kind of walk off and say, well, I didn't hit that well, but it's gone. It's all right. It's a good shot.
Still just around your standard 7 iron number.
Around
in fairness.
7 iron distance. Yeah.
I think the big thing for me, Mark, with these irons so far is the looks of them. I don't know how you feel looking down, and again, I don't like putting words in your mouth, but for me, they look more gameable to more people because they've made them that bit sleeker.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Nobody wants to use an iron that looks massive, do they?
No. So even though it's a much stronger loft on this 7 iron than mine, that the head, the top line is quite slim.
Yeah.
And inviting, isn't it? Yeah. So that's 173. Yeah.
Now, who doesn't want more distance?
Yeah, well, I don't. I mean, look at the previous shots.
Yeah.
They were around sort of 150 to 1.
Yeah.
Well, it was one from 150 to 163. I've hit that very well, and it's gone 173. Great. Yeah. But that's no good when I've got water behind the green.
You see, and I'm a massive believer that a golf club can be power lofted. These do come in power lofts, by the way, as well. So if you wanted to go even further, you can do that.
Yeah.
A golf club can only change so much. So yes, we have the weighting in the toe and the heel for the forgiveness and the club face. We have obviously the strong lofts. We have the core face technology. We have the undercut. We have the undercurrent. We have everything. But if you strike that golf club, or if you strike that golf ball out of there or there, it ain't helping you, is it?
No. Yeah. Again, it comes down to that consistency, knowing how you swing and how the ball reacts. Well, I'm not sure about forgiveness on that.
How, scale of 1 to 10, how bad did those last 2 swings feel? Because this is what me handicappers, I assume, want to see. You want to see this club being swung badly, or poorly, or not poorly, but not well.
Yeah, the swing wasn't great. The swing was slow. I felt I was quite slow approaching the ball. So the swing wasn't brilliant at all. I would have expected
more forgiveness.
A bit more forgiveness from that club. Yeah.
How does the 5 iron look looking down at it, Mark?
Well, interesting. You begin to get a sight of the bottom of the club.
Yeah.
Now,
which you're always going to get with that style of iron. Yeah.
But it's not so much that it puts me off.
No, the offset kind of isn't putting you off. So the offset's something which they have toned down a little bit. Which
right. Okay. Yeah. Well, yes, that's not particularly noticeable.
Yeah. That sounded good.
I struck that one nicely.
Yeah. Real low spin though.
But yeah, low spin, but no great distance.
But the ball's cracked, that's why. Marcus hit the ball that hard with... Marcus hit the ball that hard with the Ping G410, he has cracked in half the golf ball we were using. So I think what we'll do in fairness is discount those three shots.
We'll have to discount those shots. And
we'll start the 5-iron testing again. Give us 1 minute. That's more like it, though.
That's what I expect from this club.
That's the one that you're considering them because of that, aren't you? That nice kind of movement and swing. Any feedback on the feel now, Mark, with obviously the long irons?
Well, again, it's a nice strike. I can feel the ball coming off the face, sort of thing. But it's still just a little bit heavy for my personal tasting. I'd like more feedback. I mean, when I pushed it, it's still gone. It's got a nice distance, and it's not too far right. Oh, great spin.
Holy moly.
And then when you do what your lessons told you, your coach and your lesson, turning your chest through and bringing the club round more lower instead of vertical.
Welcome to mid-handicap golf, everyone.
You hit the ball that length. So, wow, well, what a difference that is, and 212 yards.
So Mark, that is half a dozen shots hit with the Ping G410 irons.
Yep.
Pitching wedge 7-iron, 5-iron. Before we take a look at, in fact, no, let's take a look at the numbers, then let's ask you what you think.
Okay.
And you owe me a golf ball.
Oh, do I?
So guys, starting with the pitching wedge, all around that kind of 125-ish. You can see there's a bad swing for number 4. Average distance 121 with a spin rate of just over 8,000, which is a little bit low really for a pitching wedge. As we move up the set and we go 7-iron, real good numbers these, apart from the last 2 swings there. Not the best swings. Possibly, yeah. Averaging 155, what we'll do, because we didn't know quite when the ball cracked, I'm going to take them out. Averaging 161, so it hasn't actually made a massive difference, Mark, but around 160 average, which I think is a fair shout for the 7-iron. Spinning at 4, that is so low, isn't it? Yeah. Sub 5,000 spin with a 7-iron. And then we get to the 5-iron, where we know the ball cracked, so we'll take out those first 4. So, once we actually got started, huge numbers, absolutely huge numbers there. Average with a 5-iron 198. I might even call that 200. Wow. Spinning at just under 4,000, so not actually too bad really. That could be more, it could be nearer the 5,000 mark, but for the kind of club that we're using here, I really don't think that's too bad at all. The only problem there is if the 5-iron's 200, the 7-iron's 160, well, the 6-iron going to be hopefully 180, and then you've got a 20-yard gap.
You've got 20-yard gaps between your 3 clubs, which is is significant, isn't it?
Because realistically, you swung that good.
Yeah.
Once we
sorted the ball out.
Yeah. The 7-iron you swung good. We've taken out the 2 bad numbers because it could well have been.
Yeah.
It's a 40-yard gap, isn't it?
It's a 40-yard gap between.
Yeah, you're going to have your 6-iron to fill that. But if the 6-iron goes bang on 180, which hopefully it would, you've still got 20 yards. It's a big gap.
It is a big gap.
So,
it is a big gap. And in actually, in the playing of the three irons, it was the 5 was the only one that I was seeing a significant. Seeing a difference to my own 5-iron. Yeah. In distances struck.
Yeah, I think the pitching wedge in 7 you were quite underwhelmed with a little bit.
I was underwhelmed. It was
so maybe for the mid-handicap golfer, sticking these in the top end of the bag where you want that forgiveness, you want that distance. Everyone can hit a pitching wedge relatively well and get about 120, 130 out of, can't we? Most people. A 5 iron going 200 yards, there's something in that.
Yeah.
Potentially. So if people don't mind breaking the sets up, long irons in those could be very, very good. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, so that was just for me hitting those 3 irons. I can definitely see the G410s being quite popular.
Oh, absolutely. See, the Ping G400s were the most popular irons of last year.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And I can see these being up there as well. Love the colour of them.
They look nice.
Love the look of them.
They feel nice.
Just the size, the shape.
Yeah.
How would you sum these irons up, Mark? Because I've done my own review, so if you want to go and watch that, watch that.
They're good for what they're intended to be. That sort of mid-handicap, I guess, sort of 15,
even potentially high handicap,
15 to 22-ish sort of area. I can see these being a very nice club to try and play with. Perhaps not for me, but for others, I'm sure they'll be good.
Right guys, I've been James, this has been Mark. Thank you so much for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you leave us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below. What do you think of the Ping G410 irons? Could you see yourself using them?
But take plenty of balls with you because you might crack a few, apparently.
See you soon.